seamlessly over to Councillor Lucas.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Yes, Jeremy Lucas. I'm Cabinet Member for Heritage, Culture and the Arts, and for about a year now that has also included the library service. So first of all, thank you very much, Rodney, for coming today and for all that you've just said, which obviously I fully endorse, and it is indeed bringing together these various parts of my portfolio, which I'm extremely passionate about, and this building, of course, is also part of my responsibility, and I believe it provides an excellent service. The whole development of this project does not only bring together people locally who've contributed to it or who learned from it, but also, of course, because it's a web-based project, means that actually it's open to the rest of the world as well. And I think that the timing of this, I'm hoping, I've got my fingers firmly crossed at this moment, because we are working, I hope, very closely now towards a goal which has been targeted for about 2 years, which is that we will be able very, very shortly, we think, to put a great many of the records that are from the record office itself here, which have now, many of which have been digitised, onto the web on a pay-to-browse process, where people will be able to use PayPal or one of those schemes to download information that they want from the record office here. They won't have everything I'm going to show you from the record office, but particularly the most frequently requested ones, and people will be able to make contact and ask for those. And I think that will help all of your projects as well, because it will mean that there will be a two-way interaction through the website, and may well bring much more information to you and take your information to many other parts of the world. Because just as much of the current population of South East Essex, where all of these projects have been running, whereas just as many of that population originate from London and moved out over the last sort of 100 years or so, and have established such a wonderful community there. Equally, of course, there are many people from the southeast of Essex who have moved to other parts of the world, and that will be a process that will continue. And I think particularly across the Atlantic there are many people who are continually looking to trace their roots, etc. So I think that you may well find more and more people approaching through that. So I think this is a wonderful project. We've got, I don't need to run through the names of all the branches. You know them, and they're here. I hope that we should see that continue. I also want to express my thanks to the Heritage Lottery Fund, who help us in so many ways in different parts of my portfolio, and it's a very important part of the movement forward of progressing the heritage of Essex and indeed the country as a whole. The government is very supportive of that to the extent that this year, or just before Christmas, the requirement of funding from other sources in order to enable an approach for a grant was reduced. In other words, you can now trigger a bigger grant from a smaller amount of match funding, which is very good news. And I think that we can move forward in many ways to make these things happen in other parts of the county perhaps, and as Rodney has said, to help other parts of the country follow behind, because as usual we believe that Essex leads, others follow, and why shouldn't they? So thank you all very much for all you're doing, and I'm delighted to see you all here and to see the work you're doing. Thank you again, Rodney, and everybody else. Well done.